Hey guys, what's up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video. And if this video can get 400 likes within 24 hours, we're giving away $50 worth of crypto. So make sure you go ahead and press the like button right now, comment something down below, and have the notification bell on, because that is all that you need to do to enter. Also, make sure you check out my second channel called Dusty Finance, and make sure you go ahead and join the cool Facebook group. I have a link for that in the description below. Is XRP's underperformance due to low adoption and mainstream competition? Very interesting article, very interesting title on that. XRP, the native token of Ripple, the international money transfer company, has not been doing well in the cryptocurrency market for long now. And this is actually referring to the prices of XRP specifically, because if we were talking about adoption, then that is definitely not the case. But in terms of price here, if you would have asked me or told this to me yesterday, I could most likely agree with you, as we were really quite close to the 2019 lowest point. So I can definitely understand that. According to an analysis by global cryptocurrency exchange OKX, this is due to several reasons which many XRP fans probably don't even know about. The first is that XRP is mainly used as a source of liquidity to make international money transfers. The problem with this, according to OKX, is that it makes the cryptocurrency of little use since it's not really used as a medium of exchange like Bitcoin. Part of the analysis reads, although there are more than 100 financial institutions that have been using Ripple's RippleNet and RPCA to move money globally, however, the majority of them did not use XRP as a medium, and that means institutional adoption of XRP remains relatively low, and that won't produce any help XRP in terms of having positive price actions. Now, one thing to add to this all is, first of all, there's more than 200 financial institutions working with RippleNet. Second of all, this number of XRapid partners is really what it is all about, but that is definitely increasing, and also means that the institutional adoption is relatively picking up. So relatively, I would say mediocre. It's relatively low in comparison to what we're going to be seeing, but I think it's really picking up the pace, and it will get there eventually. It's just kind of a rolling start, a very slow one, but yes, we'll definitely get there. And in terms of what the positive effects are on the price, it's always difficult to measure that, as we don't really know exactly how much this liquidity provider thing does for the price. We don't know how much adoption translates into price. We don't know how much usage really reflects into price, because there's no net increase in demand or net decrease in demand. Another reason cited by OKX is the fact that the competition is building up in the XRP use niche. Ripple is certainly a top-rated settlement platform with more than 200 financial institutions. XRP, however, still doesn't seem to be making headway in the market because there is stiff competition in the industry as other companies keep getting into cross-border payment business. For instance, JP Morgan, Coin, and Libra from Facebook. It's all competition, and also traditional companies such as Swift and the latest FedNow announcement by the Federal Reserve are all powerful competitors that could make Ripple lose ground. Also, comparing XRP to Bitcoin, OKX mentioned that a massive 100 billion XRP in circulation is a major reason why the price does not go overly abundant, or does not go like crazy. Okay, this is like something this is why I think some newbie at OKX wrote this, or that it's even a lie, because this, as anybody in the crypto space should know, is not gonna matter whatsoever. In terms of total market cap, the amount of coins in circulation do not matter a single bit. Even if there was only one coin, that coin could be split up into 100 bazillion points, and then it'll be worth, a very small amount. In total, like the one coin is worth, let's say, 200 billion, but it's split up into, let's say, 200 billion different parts. It's the same as if it were 100 or 200 billion. It doesn't matter for shit. That's what I wanted to say with that. So I think that's kind of a weird statement to make from an exchange. I don't know why they would say that. But yeah, the massive 100 billion XRP in circulation is a major reason. Again, there's no 100 billion XRP in circulation. That's not how we count it, as, again, most of the sites say there's only 42 billion in circulation, as a majority of the XRP is held by Ripple. Is a major reason why the price does not go up due to overly abundant supply. This is because, unlike Bitcoin, XRP is not mined, and all 100 billion are already in circulation, although Ripple controls the majority of it, and that's again why we count them as not being in circulation, as they don't really circulate too much. Bitcoin, on the other hand, has of course 21 million, and it gets released slowly, but again, that's also what kind of happens with XRP, right? But then it's not mined, but it's still being released slowly, piece by piece. With these factors combined, XRP is in a tight condition, and though it is great for payments, it may not see any significant price growth until institutional interest is attracted. Until then, the hope of XRP reaching some higher price is expected by its holders and fans may never be realized. And again, it's a pretty funny, pretty negative article in general. I thought from the title that it would actually kind of have a twist on it by saying like, is it underperforming due to low adoption of mainstream competition? No, it is not because. But no, it's actually just straight up kind of fuddy information that's not really making too much sense. And again, I'm holding, some XRP here. I'm pretty happy with my position. And personally, I cannot agree too much with these facts. But if you are completely disagreeing with me, let me know in the comment section down below because I would like to know where we differ in opinion. And also make sure you press the like button if you are enjoying this video. Price watch. Ripple's XRP slumped in price by over 12% within the last 30 days. Again, this is something that you can attach value to, but I personally do not do that too much. Reason for that is that I think going 12% down in a month is not the biggest deal in the world. It just allows me to buy more XRP every single time. So, whenever these things happen, I just get kind of happy. Maybe that's even the right word. I just get happy. Another opportunity, another opportunity, another opportunity. That's basically what it is. Like, there's no bad side to the whole story since I have so much faith that it goes well over a longer term that every time I see the price move, I'm just like, hey, maybe I can buy some more now. Hey, maybe I can buy some more now. Because I have a layering strategy in place like I told you guys. So for every price, there's a modern solution. And yeah, this is not something that I'll be bothered by whatsoever. And you should probably not be too. If you are, then maybe this is not the right coin for you, as yes, these coins are definitely volatile, even though over a longer period of time here XP has stayed quite the same, quite stable. It is still relatively volatile. I mean, the 24-hour range is 3%, that's not too much, but sometimes it can go up to 15%, of course. But again, I'm not too worried about this. If you are, maybe check it out if you should go for another coin. Bitcoin. Why August 28th of 2019 is one of the few crucial days in 2019. So if we go down here, we said before that Saklanos, his 1 to 99 investing principles, is applicable to crypto investing as well. It is just 1% of the days in the year that have an above average meaning and value. We'll show why Wednesday, August 28th is a very important day for crypto investors. To be precise, the days heading up to that Wednesday are equally important. Wednesday, August 28th is like a deadline. No, it's certainly not related to anything that you read in Bitcoin news or on the contrary. Note that the high volatility in crypto is misleading. It makes investors think they have to trade more. The opposite is true. As per 50, yada yada yada, cryptocurrencies are highly volatile. Consequently, they require... Okay, that's again also... These articles are very annoying to read. So, the daily Bitcoin chart shown below makes the point why August 28th is such an important date. We're now in the rising trend in Bitcoin, and with this in the whole crypto market, however, fast exactly the trend is rising is not clear yet. We might have an answer by August 28th. If the bull market trendline in purple and below chart is one that holds, it will send us tons of information. It will not only tell us that the purple bull market trendline is in play, it will also validate the second buy alert we flashed last week and confirm it is the last chance to get in right now. And it will also send a positive signal to all cryptos, especially topics like XRP. It will confirm a similar bull market setup as in 2015, which is what readers can see somewhere else. And most importantly, it will start telling us at what price levels the next peak in the years will be. The last point is one that is the highest on our importance list, and this is linked with the whole topic of how and when to prepare the exit strategy, as well as with which future prices to sell. Indeed, preparing the exit is something smart investors do at the beginning of a crypto bull market to avoid being trapped, as most investors did at the heights of 2017. And yeah, I personally think you should prepare at the beginning of any bull market to get out, have a little bit of a strategy in place. But since we don't know for certain how high these prices can go ever, it is not, again, to my personal preference, not as smart to just sell it all at the beginning, as sometimes you're just really missing the boat right then and there by doing that. I have the same article open twice, right? Yeah, accident. China's digital currency is ready, central bank says. This is kind of scary to me. So, the Chinese bank, People's Bank, yeah, the People's Bank of China, PBOC, has claimed that its digital currency can now be said to be ready. According to PBOC Deputy Director Mu Changchun, a prototype that adopts blockchain architecture has been successfully developed after 5 years of research. I don't know if this is a bluff, a big statement to look big against America, or if they really have been working on it for 5 years now. It could also have been that they've been working on a solution to some way, and now they've just incorporated it into blockchain. So they've done kind of a matching up here because it got so popular in the last 2 years. His announcement, made at the China Finance 40 Forum, was reported by local news site Shanghai Securities News on August 10th. Two-tier operating system, again, that's kind of how it works. Is it a threat to the United States? Well, there's a fun situation going on between Libra and, of course, America versus China, where China said, hey, you're having Libra. We don't want none of that. We're going to make our own coin. And also India is kind of having that stance of really not wanting anything to do with Libra, as it is just too centralized in America, and it's too kind of invading their privacy. So we're definitely going to be seeing what this is going to roll out towards. But for right now, I think this is all that you need to know. It's kind of a question of what they really have and how they want to do everything. Moose said issuing digital currency using a pure blockchain architecture would be too difficult to achieve in a country as big as China because retailers require high concurrency performance. So it is going to be adopting a two-tier operating system to cater to the nation's complex economy with a vast territory and a large population. Pretty interesting. With PBOC on an upper level and commercial banks on a secondary level, according to Mu, this will improve accessibility, enhance adoption rates among the public, and promote innovation among commercial entities. Pretty obvious, but still pretty cool. By the way, guys, make sure you check out my Facebook group. I put a link for that in the description below. It is called Crypto Traders Dusty. Make sure you check it out. Bitcoin hit 15K as consensus grows on safe haven status. Everybody was happy about this article as well, I saw. So this is from George Pryor via iris.xyz or XYZ. The devaluation of China's currency that is rattling global financial markets has revealed that Bitcoin is now becoming a safe haven asset. Again, I'm talking about that for a long time. I still think that BTC is one of the greatest store of values ever created, and really the thoughts behind it are just too immensely good. And still right now, I'm personally thinking that the people over in China with their currency situation have definitely been investing heavily into BTC. But again, that's my personal opinion. Some Americans say that it's not true. It's just speculators from all over the world. But I think that all these Chinese are using it as a safe haven right now. The analysis from the CEO of one of the world's largest independent financial advisory organizations comes as investors piled into the Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies this week amid growing trade tensions between the US and China. The Chinese renminbi fell to under 7 of the US dollar. Okay, let me just quickly repeat that. The Chinese renminbi fell to under 7 to the US dollar on Monday, the lowest in more than a decade, igniting drops in stocks and emerging markets currencies and driving a rally in government bonds. Nigel Green, chief executive and founder of the Ver Group's notes, the world's largest cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, jumped 10% as global stocks were rocked by the devaluation of China's yuan as the trade war with the US intensifies. And yes, it's been a pretty big battle going on, and wow, it's just really insane to be kind of witnessing this in firsthand and really being in cryptocurrency as well as we are seeing this all take place. I find it kind of crazy. This is not coincidence. It reveals that consensus is growing that Bitcoin is becoming a flight to safety asset during times of market uncertainty. And this is where it all becomes really quite interesting, because that would mean, right, if the stock market were to crash, everybody's going to heavily get into BTC and cryptocurrencies in general. At first, some people were really quite uncertain because we saw some correlations with the stock market, yada, yada, yada. But right now, the more that we're seeing these people or their flows and what they're doing, the more certain I personally am that once we hit a big recession going on again, they're all going to get flying into BTC. Bitcoin is currently realizing its reputation as a form of digital gold, and up to now, gold has been known as the ultimate safe haven asset. But Bitcoin, which shares its key characteristics of being a store of value and scarcity, could potentially dethrone gold in the future as the world's becoming more digitalized. And again, I'm also hoping that that's going to be the case, because BTC is a lot easier to carry around with you everywhere. You could just leave it on a small little stick. And the gold, it's kind of cumbersome. But guys, make sure you also get yourself a hard wallet to store all your crypto on. Make sure you check out my other group, my Facebook group that I have in the description below. I'm probably going to link an Instagram one in there as well. Make sure you check that out. Also, make sure you check out freebitcoin.in. It's a place to grab some free Bitcoin. I'll probably leave a link for that in the description below. Otherwise, then don't go look it up if I didn't leave a link, because then you probably shouldn't. And again, make sure you check out my second channel as well. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. That was it for this video, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody.